Zetterburn versus Galvan, man. I honestly, this is ironic timing because I was talking about this with Sandstorm actually recently over last weekend at Rivals Uncaged. He went all Galvan, right? He didn't drop a game, crazily enough, and he was talking about, oh, I actually didn't even need to go any of my Olympia matchups. He cites Zetterburn being one of them. Because the thing about Galvan, obviously, he can get some great damage out. He can tussle. Ready? He can rustle. Go! He is obviously his hurt box is the size of Wyoming. You know, he is Zetterburn food. That's the lightest way to put it. You know, so obviously the lightest way to put it for sure.
The lightest way to put it in big body. And folks, if you like big bodies, if you like big characters, if you like heavy body characters running at each other full force, throwing their whole body weight and stuff, you're at the right place. Because 3 out of the 4 characters we have are in the big body we're looking at right now. Sapphire, out. But one thing that all 4 characters have in common is incredible advantage states. That's going to be the phrase of the night, if you will, is advantage state. When your opponent gives you that opening, how far can you take it? Can you take the whole stock, or you only get half? Momo, we got to start putting ourselves in this button check right here. Oh wait, no, are we getting into it? No, we're getting right into it here.
Oh, we're just going. These guys need it bad. There's no reset. There's no nothing. We're just going. We're through. This is fisticuffs. This is what I like to see. And early on, Sapphire is already getting disrespectful, honestly. As sees that Galvan platform going up, so you know what, I'm going up there, I'm challenging you. I'm running it down, and I am shoving my palm straight through the carcass of this dinosaur. I'm getting that oil.
Kali Ma, cover your heart, Indy, because I'll tell you, Sapphire's coming to rip it straight out of Galvan's chest. Covers a strong again, but what goes up must come down. First stock goes towards Sapphire, but Viviana, again, coming off of Angel platform with a lot to prove. Now, how do we recover?
F tilting back away. Viviana, I think, is not just yet trying to go for that ledge hug, but staying on there a little bit too long. Strong coming out, nice little floor hug, but still so much damage coming out from the Zetterburn. Sapphire doing a great job of running it down, not giving Vivi a second to breathe, and clearly she needs it, as we're in game 1 and already down 3 stocks to 1.
Explosive starts were to be expected, but of this nature, we expected a little bit more back and forth, but still goes up. Viviana wants off Mr. Bones' wild ride, and finally it's time for Sapphire to ride King to Ka all the way to the bless.
We have drill set up. The bomb has been planted. Sapphire now looking to avoid the left side of the stage like the plague, and Viviana on the exact opposite side saying, you know what, you're not getting out of my doohickey, buddy. It's time to tussle in the ring that I have created for you.
And you know, as we see these two continue to fight out, it's been very even throughout these two. Obviously, we mentioned 24 and 22 amongst them, with Viviana just barely favored. But it was Sapphire who won the most recent matchup and is going up 1 game to nothing so far.
Choose your rival.
I mean, clearly a demanding presence in that game number 1. Obviously, I feel like the smaller stage definitely was able to benefit Sapphire a bit. Vivian didn't really have much time to get set up. Actually, didn't have really that much time to set up drills. Getting that Galvan nonsense, quote unquote, set up early on. Sapphire clearly was able to take advantage. Going into game number 2, I feel like the definite play going forward is going to be, I guess, a bigger stage. Either obviously maybe something like a Merchant Port, something like a Jules Veil will be able to set up, go for like those off stage combos. Somewhere like Tempest Peak with those more the wavering platform fights might be able to factor into some of those longer ended Galvan combos that we know and love, question mark.
I was actually just studying their most recent VOD matchup, and when they went, Vivi had the full actually winning from losers and winning grand finals. Now, though, it all came down to the play on this stage particularly, because Galvan was able to just do a lot, and was combos were started and throwing a random 50-50 up throw that when the platforms are low, are able to really catch your opponent's tech. That is another big name.
Back away with that Magnet, trying to make that extra space and getting in there with that galvanized side special. Sapphire clearly looking to make up lost time here. It's already down to stock and some change. Needs extra damage up with that shine, chasing off that platform. But again, here comes Galvan with the back air into the drill. The bada bing into the bada boom is a true combo.
they're going deep for it. Vivi knows she has to go so far off stage. Everything that Sapphire she can put a lot of pressure off stage with the magnet on top of the drill, but she has an completely unlocked confidence off stage when she is fully galvanized, which is not right there, so no platform today. But she's still got a stock lead. Sapphire. You're up a game though. What else can you have?
For trying to slow things down, closing up the distance, Viviana staying above the Zetterburn and pressuring there with those parries, constantly keeping things vertical when Sapphire trying his damnedest to keep things horizontal. But I mean, speaking of vertical, here comes a big downer coming out right there. Like close the talk, obviously Galvan is a big boy, but the reverse forward is sending you off stage once again, swatting back away the special get up into the drill. How do you get through your Sapphire? You just go straight through the fire and the flames.
No care. The Galvan, no care, no fear about fire, but it's Sapphire lives in the flames. Able to find Galvan on that platform, but now galvanized and ready to party. Viviana, forward strong, get that drill planted. One for your troubles. Hey! Back and no kill screen, but suspicious DI is enough to bring us to one game apiece, Momo.
I'm gonna say Viviana's awake now. Either that or Tempest Peak is just that good for Galvan. Who's to say?
Little column A, little column B, all that is gonna rest on what happens is game number 3, as these two are seemingly fighting like two trout in the catfish. Go!
As we get into later. As we get into this game number 3, we have not Godai Delta. I mean, early on here, I feel like the stage pick is inherently going to, it's a big inversion from last game. Obviously, the bigger platforms, the up throw 50-50s on Galvan, like you were mentioning, are much more shrunk down here on the stage. There's a lot more freedom of Zetterburn combos and freedom of just making extra space with Shine and Fireball. So obviously, Viviana trying to temper and try to find an approach, but Sapphire, once again, is running things down because you have the runway to do so.
Yeah, you have all this extra.
Or walking things down, my bad. My apologies. I'll shut my stupid ass up.
A little bit of fire and all of a sudden, people think he's fireman. Oh my gosh, little gap. Off stage, no galvanization is seen. Again, these down airs from Sapphire are making the morning bread, they're making lunch, they're making dinner. It's a whole smorgasbord for Sapphire.
Dude, I'm starting to see why this set records all over the place. These two be scrapping, they be smacking. This is just kind of wild.
Directly from Viviana's mouth, recovering against Zetterburn on stage is, in other words, absolute hell. Because with such a big body, you poke your head up just an inch too far above that stage, and you're getting forward strong, you're getting fared. But here we go. Okay, little chain action. Give him the chain. And then from the platform, turn this advantage around. But still, Viviana finds herself a ledge again. How does she make it back? Oh, there, but it's not going to be enough.
It's one thing these two champions got in common, that reverse forward air and the shenanigans they ensue. Leave Viviana down a lot to keep it blank, and that forward throw is going to close it up. That's when we hit the little finger spin into go next.
Choose your
That's
right.
A little unfortunate, but you know what? Going to game 4, honestly, Matt, is like, how are we feeling here for Viviana? Right? It's been very heavy-handed on either side. I was mentioning Jules Velzikov earlier, but how do you think this really works out in the grand scheme of things, from your point of view?
I will say, if it wasn't for game 2, I would suspect Viviana looks at eyeing a character swap soon, because there's going to become a point where she just cannot handle recovering against the Zetterburn. It's going to be too taxing on her mental to maintain the advantage state she looks to have. So instead, what we're looking at here is just going to Jules Vale, trying to create as much space, play the game a bit slower, going into a slower pace game is what you're looking at. Now, it seems just more and more on Sapphire.
Weave land into an up strong, popping her back up, and Sapphire still not giving Viviana a chance to play her game. She's going above that ledge, trying to keep the aggression up, but Sapphire is completely keen, eye on the gun, hand on the gameplay, completely unmoved. Needs to cash out on the stock here or never.
Exactly. And you see now, oh my gosh, and the fact she couldn't find it there is going to spell disaster in the long run because she's already going.
Oh,
my
no.
goodness. No hope, no chance. Forward strong finds home. Good job holding on to the galvanization. Did you really need and then still finds herself at ledge. She cannot get herself anywhere near center stage because again, it's either you're starting yourself here. Galvanization is recover strong. She's using so many layers of 2nd, 3rd, sometimes 4th options. This is only game 4 Momo. You gotta wonder if the character swap is going to be necessary to keep these recovery options available.
Choose your right.
Listen, man, all I'm saying is the character swap in the back pocket for Viviana. I'm gonna have to assume, obviously, we're gonna be aiming for the Loxodont. Yep, there it is, right there. The herd calls. It's time to move out.
After a southbound pachyderm.
Let's hope this derm can put in some pack. You know what I'm talking about? Can pack a punch. As we take this to Ho Dojo. I mean, this is clearly like the I'm switching to Lox now. This is the stage I want to go to. That Lox up throw, looking to put in a lot of work here on this stage, or even the down throw at the ledge. Oh, we're getting. Whoa, hold on. We are switching up the expectations immediately, and this is the type of nonsense I want to see from Loxodont if we're going in Zetterburn willingly.
Exactly, and it is the whole point of mixing up even the commentators is we say what we expect to go up is going down. Now, Viviana's looking to send Sapphire straight down the blast zone, recovering here, back at ledge though, but Una reverse card, no chance as that down strong at ledge is going to put Sapphire up again.
Trying to go for that grab again, but Sapphire not up whatsoever. Finally, the up throw comes out into the down air. There's another downer, not going to cash out, and Sapphire slowing it on the back throw, of course, into the Molten Boulder. Going to catch you going back down with the forward air. You know, the clean stock taken there. Finally can represent more of that mid-range, looking much more comfortable. Maybe a little bit too comfortable. Please take your feet off the futon. We just had that clean.
Exactly. Hey, who said you got to take your shoes off in this household, mister, or else you're going to get double charge down strong back to back. You know, maybe you got to keep the socks on too. Right now, it's Viviana trying to make it back here. Fire gets that turnaround again, though. He broke, don't fix it. He's still looking for down strongs at ledge. Turnaround upbeat. Whole 5, best of 5 so far. It's just been Viviana fighting for her life at ledge, trying to establish herself on the center stage.
Factor comes out again. We'll peek out with that forward air, going straight to the. Oh, unfortunate overshoot. Still able to make it back. Sapphire gets a little too comfortable sitting on that ledge, using positions like it's nobody's business. Sapphire looking to close out with the up air into the up strong. Gonna challenge that Tusk, saying, "Hey, that Tusk ain't so great."
The most disgusting part about that whole conversion moment had to be the rising shine up air from Sapphire to set it up instead of the landing from Viviana. And now, just enough, yes, it will. Good edge guard from Viviana. It's the last stock apiece. I'll tell you, who's the first one? Who's the big kahuna in this deal? Who's got time to bleed?
There you go, big stampede coming out the down throw right into the magma. Sapphire not gonna take that line down, saying, I don't care how burned you are from that magma, I'm gonna burn you a little bit more of the eruption into the downer. Not gonna take it, but the ledge hog will. And Maximus, I think the Don has logged in.
Choose your rival.
Well.
Merchant
Come to
point.
the Don asking for a favor, but instead all he seeks is your punishment.
Ready?
We got a game back for Viviana. Still 2, again, folks, this is a 1st to 5. Sapphire still 2 games away. Viviana a full 3. But with a new lease on life as the Don locks in.
You come to me today, on the day of my Aether Fight Night undercard,
The day of my
asking
Aether
me to play Galvan. I do not take this transition lightly. Don is here to stay.
Question me? Recover against Zetterburn? As Galvan. Recover against Zetterburn as Galvan.
You gotta do me a favor though. You gotta fall into my up throw. Or the stampede!
We're trying to run him over 2 feet to the top of that, but instead, no, we hold ledge and watch this stock disappear.
Goodness gracious. Sapphire still not going to let up here, falling through, sharking with that up air. Viviana looking to make it back with her own falling up airs, running chain with the dash attack as well. This Loxodont staying much more grounded as opposed to the Galvan, which I think is going to work out in your favor a lot, considering you can represent more of that space with your jabs. You're not going to fall for that F strong again, I know that much. That happens twice. that's a twice. That's a once a hit option. It happened twice somehow. It's not happening a third time. Let's be serious. But down strong will.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, you know, fool me and we'll fool me again.
Fool me 3 times, you gotta die.
Fool me 3 times. Why are you still fooling me, dude? Obviously, I'm gullible. Here we go. Off stage. Still has 1 sharp bit of sharp that she really needs. Reverse up B. Okay. What more does Viviana have? There's a lot of this skin, particularly though, including the palette as the night goes on. Nice skin and palette. So, Viviana trying to.
I mean, who's Alyssa? If you're playing Loxodont in the current day, it's not the skin you're using.
See, you know, this with one of the palettes, I still prefer hockey.
Choose your right.
But now with one game away from punching their ticket to a W against Viv.
Fire capital.
Where do you go? Where do you go if you're Viv? Fire capital.
Ready?
And
Mentioned this
apparently
earlier.
back to Galvan.
Mentioned this earlier, right? The one key stage you're looking for when you're playing that Galvan is to a stage like Fire Capital. You have more space to set up those drills. You have more space to get galvanized safely. And then when it comes to those off-stage corner shenanigans, then you can really activate and you can make Zetterburn regret the day that he came to you on your daughter's wedding.
You will never again come to your family in a day. Never again. Up air, reverse. No, not reverse forward air. Move the UFO. We got places to be, Viviana. Gave Sapphire ledge, and now you have a Gatling for your troubles.
Back in the corner once again, looking to make it back with that drill. Sapphire, of course, not to take that lying down. Gets knocked back. No tech. You gotta tech those, especially against Galvan. Taking that time to set up a quirky little drill and that aerial down special. Oh, Viviana, she's making things up. We're getting silly.
We're getting silly. We're entering the contraption zone. She's building Rube Goldberg machines, but going too deep, but just saved because even Sapphire had to recover too.
That's OD. Excuse my regional dialect, but that's OD. Door comes out. Viviana's still looking to run this down, falling Nair into an up air once again. Sapphire thought he was spared from Galvan mode, but this woman will not stop. You will rue the day you disrespected the Galv. Gets back on the ledge with that drill. Up air. Down air comes out once again, tracing you back down. We're going Falco mode. We're going everything. Nair, another down air. A third down air. Into the drill back up. That's a 3 stock and an emphatic way to bring us to a game number 9.
Choose
Maybe
your
I
right.
ain't hear no bell. I ain't hear no bell yet. You still got to win a
Crystal
game.
Oasis.
We got more stocks to play, Bucky boy. And now we go to Rock Wall.
Ready?
Oh,
Go!
Game number 8, Rock Wall. All down to Sapphire, 1 game away. Looking to force the
He wants the game 9 dead. I misspoke there. My apologies. But yeah, in game number 8, we're going crazy. Oh my goodness, and Sapphire is not taking that lightly whatsoever. Up again on that platform. The up air is coming into fruition. First come out once again, not going to find the 4th on that 2nd platform. So getting out there, trying to bait out that parry, and Viviana seeing that and not letting him get away with that for free, especially setting up that drill. But somehow makes it through, threads the needle.
Oh, both players going to Rock. Oh my goodness, 1 stock piece, 2 stocks apiece here for Viviana. Sapphire looking to go to Rock Wall as the cheese store itself, but you gotta remember, even at the cheese store, you're playing fondue.
That's the fondue, baby. Pushing down.
What is this fondue? Is Viviana gonna fondue?
Put that fondue, girl. Getting back on the ledge. The drill after it comes up.
You find out.
That's what I'm saying. That magma wave landing once again, making that space. Chasing Saph on the way back. Definitely don't want to throw those parries again after getting baited out twice. But Sub's just going to rush it down and go for the down strong. If it ain't broke, do not fix it, my brother.
Purple screen, no hopes, no dreams, just sadness in the glass zone. 1 stock potential last of the night for Viviana. Wants to make the most of the turnaround with Sapphire. Oh, big punchies off the stage, and you pay for the whole seat, folks, but you only need the edge. Here we go, Sapphire, Viviana, 1 stock, Sapphire fighting for her life.
Pulling on the Waveland Magnet once again. Viviana completely determined to bring us to a game number 9, setting up that platform once again. So back with those magnets. Sapphire completely looking to rush it down, keeping this Galvan in the corner. Ford, of course, not gonna take it just yet. Nice tech there on that shot. You need to hit those techs, especially against Zetterburn in the corner right now. Up air, triple onto that top platform. Still hanging on, falls with the fireball. Both these players just spaghetti to the max. Oh, in a very precarious position. Oh, not like that.
All that game, a terrible. You
Choose
see it.
your
I saw
rival.
it coming from a mile away. Viviana, unfortunately spaced air dodge, just hovering above the stage. Then comes the forward air from Sapphire, and it's enough to be curtains as she had no galvanization left above the platform, had no hopes, just fell on the lasso.
And like that, the Momo clone process has been completed. You're now both Momo.